Okay, so today we are going to understand and read chapter number 9. Anyone remembers what we have learned in chapter number 8? Yeah, anyone?
We learned Hare Krishna Prabhu Pranams. We learned about the offenses to be avoided. There was a very big list of I think there were 32 a list of 32 offenses. Then of course there was another list more in details of about 29 offenses, and then of course they talked about uh, how we must worship the Lord, how we must take prasadam, and mostly it was for people who, who have the Brahminical initiation and worship the deities in the temple. It was more detailed for them than uninitiated or people, devotees, students. And then, of course, there were 10 offenses against the chanting of the holy name, which we should all memorize and say every day after the Mangalarti. Hare Krishna
Yes.
Prabhu.
Yes, so we have learned 32, then 29, then 10 offenses. These things we have learned. Today also further consideration we are going to see. Sandhya Mata is writing offenses that avoid towards deity, spiritual master and chanting are described in this chapter. Okay, yes. So today, further consideration of devotional principles means many points. Again, it is going to discuss. So all the bhakti siddhas, mostly the bhakti siddhas are things that can be discussed. That is going to be discussed. Okay. So let's start with Mangalacharan. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितां च नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामे नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Okay, so let's start chapter number 9. That is further considerations of devotional services. Okay, so blasphemy. Okay, so many important things are there which are important important for our perspective. Okay, so let's see blasphemy. Already we have discussed. If anyone is, so the first thing is we should avoid the blasphemy of the devotees. We should avoid the blasphemy of the any Vaishnava who has dedicated their life for the service of Krishna, for the service of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for the service of preaching. We should not blaspheme them because that is an offense. And we have also learned that offenses are like worse than the sins. Why? Because because the sins are like of material nature. Okay, and the offenses are of the spiritual nature. Like if you do sins, and it is said that if you chant Lord's name once also, then all the sins which you have accumulated and which you won't be able to accumulate in your lifetime, that is also going to be lost, that is also going to be destroyed, that is also going to be vanished. So sins are like very easy to destroy. Yes, get rid of sins. Many lifetime sins is getting vanished if you chant once the name of Lord. Okay, but why then the everyone is not getting going to God, back to God, because there is no sin. Everyone has chanted once the name of the Lord. Okay, many times we go to outside we encourage the people to chant Lord's once, okay, like that. So they will chant, and they have many years, many ages, or many lives of sinful reaction will be burnt just by chanting once the Lord's name, or just by seeing once the deity of the Lord, just by taking darshan, just by bowing down in front of the deity. Many lives since is going to be lost. Then why people are not going to back to Godhead? Because they start doing offenses. And when you do offenses, it is very difficult to go back to God. Okay. So offenses are far more worse than the sins. Okay. Sins um you can it can be burned. Okay. But offenses, once you do offenses, it is like it is very difficult to burn. Okay, so that is the thing. So when we do blasphemy to the devotee of the Lord, to the Lords, okay, then that is the first offense against the name. Okay, we should not blaspheme any devotee who has dedicated their life to the service of the Lord. Okay, and second point is, even we should not hear the blasphemy. Okay, so that is the thing. So what is the result of the blasphemy? The bereft of all pious activity. Whatever pious activity, whatever even devotional activity we are doing, that is, we are going to bereft of all those activities. It's very dangerous blasphemy. How we can deal with the blasphemy then? When we don't consider ourselves too much important, then we can deal with the blasphemy. We should be more humble and we should be more tolerant. Okay, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, we should be more humbler than the grass, and we should be more tolerant than a tree. Okay, like the grass is more humbler. Grass is very humble. Okay, so everyone will be walking over the grass, and the tree are very tolerant. Whatever you throw to the tree will give you the fruits only. Okay, so tree and the grasses, they're very humble, and we should be more humbler than that. Anyone throws uh, any stone on us, we should be more humbler. We should be practicing that thing, that we should be more humbler. We should give them Krishna consciousness only. Okay. So we should be more humbler. Our position is very low. Our position is very dayaniya. Our position is very um we are at very deteriorated position. Okay. So that should be our position. We should not be like we are having in a too much prestigious place in the society. We are in too much prestigious. Everyone is taking our name. Everyone is asking about us. No, not like that. We should not be taking too much degree or that degree every time it will come. Like when we have degree, when we have prestige, when we have position, it will come with some ego, some position will come. These things will come with some ego, and that is the hindrance in this path. That the humbleness and the tolerance. Okay, so we should be more humble. Anytime you see that any person is glorifying you, uh, that you are very nice, you are very elevated in the society, you are this much, that much, you are doing so much services, whether materially or spiritually, you should be thinking in the mind, whatever he is doing, you should accept that. Okay, I accept that. But the thing is, whatever things you are saying, that is correct. But the thing is, even though all these things, I am not able to surrender to Krishna, how much deteriorated I am. Okay, so I need to improve myself. Okay, with all these things, I'm not able to surrender to Krishna. So these things are very like um of not any importance. Okay, whatever you are saying, that is correct. But even with these things, I'm not able to surrender to Krishna. That should be our thinking. So we should be more humble and tolerant than a tree. So with this, we can deal with the blasphemy. Okay. So anyone in blaspheming us, okay, we should tolerate. Okay. And we should not blaspheme others, because we are in the more dangerous condition. We are more lower position than everyone else. Okay. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is getting angry on Jagai and Madhai. Okay. So they were blaspheming Nityananda Prabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got very angry on Jagai and Madhai. Okay. So how to deal with that? So three things we can do. So if we are hearing blasphemy, anyone is doing blasphemy in front of us, what we should do is, so first thing is defeat opposing party. So you should give your opinion, and you should defeat the opposite party. Otherwise, you should give up your life. Okay. Give up your life or leave that place and go away. Don't hear them. Okay. If you're not able to counteract, if you're not able to give up your life, go leave that place and go away. Okay, so three ways are there. So it should not be like fourth way is there. We should be sitting there and hearing the blasphemy. Then that is a very big offense. We should not even hear the blasphemy. Okay, so that's why we should be very careful. We should be very limited what we are hearing on YouTube, what we are hearing from others people. Okay, and from whom we are hearing. That is also very important. Okay, sometimes what happens that uh, when we hear the blasphemy of Guru, so imagine blasphemy of our Guru, we are hearing from any other friend, that is also very dangerous. We can start doubting our Guru also. Okay, so like that. So once there was like Prabhupada, God brother only, but they were from Gaudiya Mutt and they came um, uh, uh, to Prabhupada, how they were taking prasadam, they were doing everything. But the disciples of Prabhupada, they invited the Gaudiya Mutt people to speak something. Okay. Later, Prabhupada told them not to give them opportunity for speaking. Why? Because they have some enviousness. Okay. Because foreigners are becoming, how we can give foreigners the diksha, how we are making foreigners a devotee, how we are making a foreigners as a Vaishnava. Okay, so that thinking, that mentality was there. Okay, so Prabhupada says that whatever you do, you can invite them for eating prasadam. You can invite them to hear a lecture. You can invite them to take darshan of the deity, but please don't allow them to speak in the gathering like that. Okay, so even Prabhupada says that we should not be hearing the blasphemy of the devotee because that is very dangerous. Okay. On the YouTube, sometimes we'll see this exposed, that exposed, this has exposed this, that has exposed this. Okay. When we hear, we have some like, um, uh, we have certain thinking like whether this is true or that, the true or not, that thing is true or not. And we start doubting. Okay. So this thing happens and it will deteriorate our bhakti only, our sadhana only, because we started doubting with full faith towards Krishna. We cannot surrender. Okay. So in the thousand mouths are there on the YouTube, thousands people will be speaking thousand in different thousand, whatever comes to their mind, they will speak. They are not devotee that they will be speak very favorably for your Krishna consciousness. They are outside people. Okay. So they may speak something differently only. Some people may be envious. Okay. So they will speak like that. Some people may have different thinkings towards ISKCON, some towards the different gurus. Okay, so different opinions can be there. Thousands mouths are there. Thousand people will be speaking differently. Okay. So when we hear those things, what will happen? It will deteriorate our sadhana only, our bhakti only, our devotion only. So better to avoid these things and restrict ourselves to the Srila Prabhupada's Vani, to the very senior disciples of Prabhupada who are bona fide and who speaks the words of Prabhupada, that we should hear. Okay. So like that. We should not be hearing here and there everything and anything. Okay. What we should hear is Prabhupada and the people who speak exactly like Prabhupada. Okay. So like that. That's why it is very important that the person who is following Guru's instruction, the person who is following the Guru's words, that we should follow. Okay. That's why we should hear like Namanishdas Prabhu takes classes. We should hear Namanishdas Prabhu. Okay. So like that. So blasphemy, that was the first part we have completed the blasphemy part. So better to avoid that blasphemy. Very dangerous. Okay. Second thing is even Jannivas Prabhu is there, who was in Mayapur. A very good character of him is like the other devotees, they will glorify him. That wherever there is blasphemy, he won't stay at that place. He will simply walk away from that place. Okay. He won't be involved in the blasphemy. Even he won't be doing blasphemy. Even he won't be listening to the blasphemy. About anything you are speaking, the blasphemy, he will leave that place. Okay. So that is the blasphemy part. Second thing is tilak and tulsi bead. Okay. Marking body with the names. Make places as good as Vaikuntha. When we see the devotees, okay, when we see people who are wearing tilak and kantimala, we'll remember Krishna and we'll have automatically the mood of worshipping Krishna. Okay. And a person wherever those persons stays, they will make the place as good as Vaikuntha. They will make the place as Vaikuntha. So the residents who wear the Tulsi Mala and Tilak, they should be like very much appreciated, okay? Because they will make us remember about Krishna. When we see them, we'll remember Krishna by seeing them, okay? It is never approached by Yamduta. Even Yamduta won't touch those person who wear the tilak and who wear the kantimala. Okay. After that, goes directly to Krishna. Okay. So everyone should be like um, taking these steps like Tulsi and tilak. Okay. Sometimes about material things. If you see a video on YouTube which is telling you that this is the healthy lifestyle and this you should avoid, like eating these things are bad things, we should avoid these things, and eating these things are good things, we should take these things. Immediately you will take this idea that okay, the healthy things we should eat and the other things which is there, other alternatives is there, we won't be taking. So even for the material things, we take immediately, we take up immediately. We won't be listening, okay, what that person will be saying, what this person will be saying. We won't be thinking that way. Okay. So for Tilak and Tulsi Mala also, we should be thinking about that way only, because these are very you can say as one of the regulative principle. Okay. Here Tilak, we are the Tilak and Tulsi Mala, so that we are in directly contact with the Tulsi daily, every day, every time, and we are able to make other person also remember about Krishna when they see Tulsi Mala, when they see Tilakanas. Okay, so it is very favorable for our Krishna consciousness. Immediately you should accept. Okay, immediately you won't be thinking that what this person will be thinking. Okay, earlier they may think something else. Okay, when you wear the tilak for the first time, your parents, your family members may speak something differently. Okay. Yeah, this person is becoming very much devotee, that person is becoming very much devotee, but that is expected. You should expect the when you do anything which is opposite to the society, which is very material, okay, then persons will be uh, they will be causing little bit hindrance, not hindrance, but they will speak, they may think and speak initial days something differently. But once you are firm on the decision, 1 or 2 days after that, everything will be okay. Okay, they will accept that, okay, this person is very much firm on this, and this person is going to be like that only. So better change myself only. This person is not going to change. So when I speak something, it is not going to affect that person. So better to not speak on this only. So like that happened. Okay. So you should be firm. Tilak and Tulsi you should have. Okay. So when you are not eating any non-vegetarian food, then you should wear tilak. So tilak you can wear anytime. Okay. The Tulsi you should not wear when you are eating non-vegetarian food. So when you are not eating non-vegetarian food, you should wear the Tulsi mala. And onion garlic is also there. You should not eat onion and garlic also. But even if you are eating, you should be firm enough that um, uh, today I'm eating, but I'm going to leave this, and Tulsi Maharani is going to help me in this. Okay. So with that, you can wear and Tulsi Mala and Tilak and marking the body with name. So Tilak is not at one place. It is 13 places are there, and every place there is some mantra is there. Okay. And that is so after you take bath, okay, after that what you can do is you can put tilak at every place, and you can with the mantra you can put tilak at every place. Okay, so everywhere you can find that many pictures are also there where you can see that which place what mantra is there. Okay, like Om Keshwai is there, Om Keshwai Nama, Om Narayana Nama, Om Madhavai Nama, Om Govinda Nama. Okay, so like this every place is there, and they have different uh, mantra is there. So with that, you can mark your body with tilak. Okay. So 13 places there. You should try to mark 13 places every day. Okay. Accepting flower garlands. Okay. So accepting flower garland means anything which is used by Krishna. It is like a prasad to us. Okay. So when you go to temple or when you offer any flowers to Krishna at home, After you offered the flower to Krishna, that flower is also like a prasad. Okay. So accepting flower garland. So when you go to temple, some people may give you the flower garland. Okay. So that you should accept. Why? That the regions is given, I won't be conquered by the Maya. Well, when I have taken the things which is used by you or enjoyed by you, then the then Maya cannot touch. Maya cannot conquer on that person. Okay, so accepting flower garland. So we should accept the flower garlands if it is offered to us. Okay, relief from reactions of matter and disease when we accept the flower garlands. Relief from reactions of matter and disease. Okay, accepting the flower garland which is offered to Krishna or anything which is offered to Krishna. Dancing before the deities. Shall we dance before the deities? Every time we go to the temple, the kirtan is happening and the devotees are dancing. Prabhupada says we must learn to dance before the deities. Okay, every time we should try to dance before the deity. For what? For the pleasure of the deity, for the pleasure of Krishna. We should think that Krishna is watching us, and by dance we can serve Krishna. By dance we can make Krishna happy. So dancing before the deity, Prabhupada says everyone should learn to dance before the deities. Okay, it can burn away reactions stocked for thousands of years. So what thousands of years you stock, you have the stock of all the sinful activities. Okay, that will be burned just by the dancing before the deities. Okay, so dancing, accepting the flower garland, simple things. Okay, but very effective. Okay, without offenses, if you are doing, sure to go back to Godhead. Okay, by clapping and dancing, birds of sin fly away. Just like if a bird is sitting there and you want to make her fly away from your house, then what you'll clap. Okay, you'll clap nicely, and what will happen? The bird will fly. Okay, what is happening? Like that, it will fly. So it is said that when we clap and dance, when we clap in front of Krishna, when kirtan is happening. So whenever we go to temple, kirtan will be happening. So we should clap while doing the kirtan. Why? What will happen? It will make us. It will make the birds of sin fly away. Like a sin, the bird will like the bird, the sins will fly away. Whatever sins are there, they'll fly away from us like a bird by clapping before the deities. Okay, so we must dance before the deities. We must clap and chant before the deities. Bowing in honor of the deities. Okay, whenever we see the deities, what we should do? Immediately bow down. Okay, so what will happen? On doing great rituals, another bowing to deity, not equal, because what later won't take birth again. So two things are there: doing the rituals and bowing down in front of the deities. Which is better? Ritualistic ceremonies, which is for for the material benefits. Okay, doing the yagya, doing the havan. Okay, and the second part is the bowing down in front of the deity, which is greater. So it is said that bowing down in front of the deity is better because with this, you won't be taking birth again in this material world. Okay, you won't be taking birth again in this material world. Bowing down in front of the deity is spiritual benefit. Material benefit is doing all the ritualistic ceremonies. So even if you are doing ritualistic ceremony, you are accumulating the pious things. What will happen? You'll go with the pious thing or the pious activity, you'll go to the higher planet, and after going to the higher planet, when the all the activities of the piousness will finish, what will happen? You'll come back to this material again, and you will have to suffer again. Okay, so like that. So that cycle of birth and death, going up and down and up like that, it will keep happening. But if you bow down in front of the deity, you won't come to this material world again. Okay, so that is the thing, bowing in honor of the deities. Standing up to receive the Lord. Okay, so I'll read from the chapter only what is written, because it is very, because this is related. Okay, so standing up to receive the Lord, it is said in the Brahmand Purana, it is said, a person who sees the Lord's Rath Yatra Kar festival and then stands up to receive the Lord can purge all kind of sinful results from his body. Okay, just by seeing the Ratha of the Lord. Okay, and you stand up in honor of the Lord for receiving the Lord. So what will happen? Purge all kind of sinful results from his body. All the sinful results can be purged. Okay. Sometimes we may think that anything which is written here It is written that by doing anything, your all the sinful activity will be lost, whether it is true or not. Actually, these are true only. But the thing is, we are not doing it offenselessly. Okay. Offenselessly. Whatever written in the Shastra, no doubt that is the true thing. No doubt that is true. Lord is very merciful. Even simple thing, Lord can be very happy. But when we do with offense, then that is a problem. Okay. So first thing is try to become offenseless. Okay. Try to do all the services without offenses. Okay. Many things we have already discussed about the offenses. Try to do those things without offenses. Okay. So standing up to receive the Lord. Okay. So whenever you see Rath Yatra is happening, immediately stand up and honor the Lord. Okay. And then what you have to do is following the deity. You have to follow the deity. I will again read from the chapter. It is said, a similar statement is there in the Bhavishya Puran, in which it is said, even if born of a lowly family, born in a low family, a person who follows the Rath Yatra car, when the deity passes in front or from behind, will surely be elevated to the position of achieving equal opulence with Vishnu. Immediately, what we should do is we should follow the Rath Yatra, we should go with the deities. Okay. So, like that, standing up to receive the Lord and following the deity. So, immediately join the Rath Yatra. Okay. So, like that, it is written about the Rath Yatra, it is related. That's why I read from the book directly. Okay. Next is going to the temple or place of pilgrimage. Okay. Whether we should go to temple and place of pilgrimage or not. Yes, the answer is yes. Yes, we should go to the temple and place of pilgrimage. What will happen if we go to temple and place of pilgrimage? We'll pass over the desert of material existence. You go to temple, you are not going to temple. You are passing over the desert of material existence. Okay. So even you go to temple, that is also very beneficial. Relief from troubles of entering mother's womb again means taking birth again. So you won't take birth again once you go to the temple or place of pilgrimage. Okay. So this is the thing. Go to temple, don't avoid, go to temple, place of pilgrimage. Whenever there is some yatra happening, immediately join that yatra, go to the place of pilgrimage, get some leaves from your work and all. Okay. So immediately go to the place of pilgrimage whenever there is some yatra happening. So we should be going to the place of pilgrimage mostly with the devotee association. Okay. So that we can release the hearing the pastimes from the senior devotee. We can release their association when we are going with. Imagine you are going to like the Puri Yatra, okay, with Namanishdas Prabhu and the devotee, other devotee. You will be in contact with the Namanishdas Prabhu, in direct contact, what he is doing, what he is speaking, how he is speaking, okay, how the way he is handling all the things, okay, and the way he is honoring the Lord. You will see everything, and it will be a great like um, um, advancement in our spiritual life. Okay, so immediately we should join. Any yatra is there. ISKCON Mangalore is any yatra is happening. We should join. Okay, we should be the first person to join the yatra, and we should be like in the August. Also, there is opening is happening. Okay, so all of you should try to go there. You should join the festival. Okay, you should not leave the association part. Okay, so that is the thing. So going to temple and place of pilgrimage. Next, circumambulating temple. Okay, so when we go to temple, what we should do is we should circumambulate the temple. Okay, so circumambulate the deity. Last time we have seen that we should circumambulate from the right side of the deities, right hand of the deities, right, not the right hand side of the deities, and we should be circumambulating. Okay, at least 3 times we should circumambulate. Okay, so what will happen when we circumambulate the temple? When we circumambulate the temple, actually we are circumambulating, counteracting the circumambulation of birth and death. Okay. Actually, when we circumambulate the temple, that will counteract the circumambulation of birth and death. How nicely written. Circumambulating temple means circumambulating, means counteracting the circumambulation of birth and death. Okay. Chaturmasya equal to travel of all universes and visiting Ganga, especially in Chaturmasya. Chaturmasya is going to come after this Ekadasi. Chaturmasya is going to start. Okay. So in Chaturmasya, there are 4 masya are there. The name itself suggests that Chaturmasya, 4 months are there. 4 months are there. That is the rainy season mass. Actually, um, The earlier the Rishi Munis in the month of the Varsha Ritu or this Chaturmasha, they won't travel to any other place. They will stay at one place. Otherwise, in other masas, they will be traveling everywhere and preaching. They should not stay at one place. But in Chaturmasya, they stay at one place and they preach. They be there in one place only. Okay. So Chaturmasya, and they do the spiritual activity, they do their chanting, their reading, hearing. Okay, so like that. So that was the Chaturmasya time, that is going to start in the after this Ekadashi. Okay, so Chaturmasya. And when we do the circumambulation of temple in Chaturmasya, that is very, very special. Why? Because it is equal to travel all the universe and visiting the places where Ganga flows. Okay, so it is like that. Okay, so Ganga is flowing, and wherever Ganga is flowing, that is like a very spiritual place. Okay, so it is like that. And when we travel, when we circumambulate the temple in the Chaturmasya, that will be equal to traveling all the universe and visiting the places where Ganga flows. Okay, so next 4 months. Okay, from this Ekadasi, the next 4 months will be very important. Chaturmasya. There are some rules and regulations are there, like in Chaturmasya, in first Masya, we should not eat like leafy vegetables, okay, like palak and the vegetables, leafy vegetables like that. And in the second Masa, we should not eat like I think that is the milk. Then third masa is we should not eat dahi. And in fourth masa, we should not eat masoor dal. Not masoor dal. I think some dal is there like that. Urad dal. Urad dal. Okay. So like that. So in fourth masa, every mass there is something to be avoided. Okay. So we should observe that restriction. Okay, so this month we should not eat this, next month we should not eat this, next month we should not eat like that. In 4 masa there are 4 things to be avoided. We should be observing that Chaturmasya, and we should be circumambulating the temple. Okay, study the about the circumambulating temple. Archan. Okay, doing the worshipping of the deities. Okay, Archan. Okay. So let's see. Sudama murmurs that by this all results of his other paths can be got. Like many paths are there. Okay. So especially it is this Sudama pastime and Krishna and Balram pastime is there when Krishna and Balram were very young and they were pasturing the cows and they become hungry. Okay. So they asked Sudama to go to the nearby village and ask for something to eat. Okay. Something to eat. And when Sudama went there, then he saw that the Brahmanas are going to do tapasya for Vishnu. Okay, and they were not listening because they were very busy. Okay, they are going to start the tapasya, and so they were not listening. So Sudama went to the wives of the Brahmana. Wives were very happy. Okay, because Krishna and Balram were hungry and they have the opportunity to feed them. So they gave so many foodstuffs, and Krishna and Balram ate very nicely. And then the prayers of Brahmana's Patni were there. Okay. Then Brahmana also realized that whatever we are doing, our wives are more fortunate because they have directly served the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that was the pastime, the Tarchana. So it is said that all the results, whatever tapasya, whatever dan, punya, charity, whatever you are doing, all those things can be achieved when we do archan, when we do direct service to the Supreme Person. Okay. We'll go to the Vaikuntha. Vishnu Rahasya says that the person who is doing the archan will go to the Vaikuntha, rendering service to the Lord, just like king should be served. Okay. So just like a king is there, uh, we should be taking care of the deities. Okay, like for the deities, we should be like making a very nice place or the temple where Krishna can stay. Okay, so we should be whatever opulence we can give, we should be very opulent in making that temple. Okay, so we should be making um like a king is residing in a palace. So like that, we should be treating Krishna, and we should be serving like that. Okay, so we should treat Krishna as the king. Okay, he is the king. He is the boss of boss. Okay, like that. So just like king is served, we should be serving Krishna. Rich man should build temple and serve. So whatever opulent thing we can give, we should be giving to Krishna. Okay, so like that. Singing, small things are there. Singing, with singing also Krishna becomes very happy. So 32, 33, and 34 are three ways to chant: singing, sankirtan, and japa. Okay, so singing is the first, sankirtan is different, and japa is different. So Krishna appreciate this more than Shiva's prayer, Linga Purana. Shivji is doing prayer, and Krishna is more happy than Shivji's prayer when someone is singing the glory of Krishna. Okay, someone is singing um the bhajan of Krishna. Okay, so Krishna appreciates more, even more than the prayers of Lord Shiva when someone sings with love and devotion. Okay, so that is the singing, doing the bhajan. The second thing is sankirtan. Sankirtan means kirtan means chanting loudly. Okay, chanting the Lord's name now loudly, that is called kirtan. Okay, so kirtan also we can do three types are there. One is called Nam Sankirtan. Okay, chanting the Lord's name. Okay, Leela Sankirtan, chanting the Lord's Leela, the pastime, and Guna, the qualities of Krishna. Okay, so that is the three types of Sankirtan: Nam Sankirtan, Leela Sankirtan, and Guna. Okay, this we have read when we were reading about Nectar of Instruction. There also Nam, Leela, and Guna came. Pastimes, name, pastimes, and qualities of Krishna. We should be like we should be glorifying that. Okay, so that is also Sankirtan. When we do Sankirtan, that means we are doing it loudly so that everyone can hear. Okay, so that is called Kirtan or Sankirtan. Three types are there. One is called Name Sankirtan, Nam Sankirtan, about the chanting of the holy name only. Okay, so that what it can do is can counteract more sin than one can perform. Okay, whatever sins you can perform, even more than that, Nam Sankirtan can take away. Of course, the offenseless word is there. We should be doing it offenselessly. Okay, avoid the offense and do the chanting. That is the thing. Okay, so can counteract more sins than one can perform. Whatever sins we can perform, even we have not performed, we are capable of performing all those things can be taken away when we take even once the name of Lord. Okay, so that is the thing. Nam Sankirtan, Leela Sankirtan. Leela means pastimes of Krishna. Speaking about the pastime of Krishna, like Sukhdev Goswami is speaking the pastimes of Krishna to Parikshit Maharaj. Leela Sankirtan. Okay. Simply by hearing, all material contamination will be gone. When we hear about Krishna, our material contamination is going. Okay. When we hear the pastimes of Krishna, when we read the pastime from the Krishna book, okay, all the material contamination will be going from that. Okay, so that is the thing which Prahlad Maharaj says. When we hear about Krishna, when we hear about the Leelas of Krishna, all our material contamination goes away. Okay, hear from the right sources and all your material contamination is gone. Very nice. By hearing, everything is happening. Okay. So many things, simple things are there. We just have to perform these things offenselessly, and everything is like will be very smooth in the path of devotion. Okay. Guna Sankirtan, the qualities of Krishna. Okay. What are the qualities of Krishna? Oh, this Krishna is very beautiful. Krishna is like very Shyam Sundar. Krishna is like this. Krishna is like that. Okay. Our Krishna is like this. Our Krishna is like that. Guna Sankirtan. Ultimate perfection of all sacrifices, knowledge, charity, etc., is to chant Lord's glory. Ultimate perfection of our life is what? Ultimate perfection of all the activity which we are doing is what? Or ultimate things which we should do is what? That is the Sankirtan. Okay. So that is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also propagate Sankirtan. Okay. So ultimate perfection of all sacrifice, knowledge, and charity, etc., is to chant Lord's glories. That is the Sankirtan. Japa. Japa already you know that japa means what? When we chant so that we only can hear. Other one, no, not for others. We should be hearing that. Not the loud enough so that everyone can hear. Just we can hear that. Okay, so that is called japa. It is for personal benefit, and Kirtan is for all others. So Sankirtan, when we do, it is for all others, for everyone. Okay. Everyone. When we chant loudly the Sankirtan, even the birds, the reptiles, even the dogs, cat, whoever is hearing, that is also getting delivered. Okay. They are also getting delivered by hearing. They cannot chant the Lord's name, but they can hear. Okay. So that is the thing. Sankirtan and Japa. 35th number is submission, the prayer. And this is very important. Okay. The submission part. Let's see. Three things are there. The mood, the three moods of submissions are there. Okay. Actually, we should be very submissive to the Lord. Okay. And how we should be submissive? The way we should be submissive to the Lord is the three way which is described here. Okay. One is called pra, 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 prarthanatmika. Okay, some prarthanatmika. So prarthana, doing the prarthana. Okay, so expressing our loving sentiment to the Lord. How we can submit ourselves to the Lord? By expressing our sentiments toward Him. Okay, submission is three types. One is called prarthanatmika. Second is called daina daina bodhika. Means our dayaniya avastha, our situation, dayaniya situation. We should be knowing that. Okay, so for that humble confession of one's wretched condition, our lowest condition, we should be humbly confessing that. So that is all called um, daina bodhika. Okay, daina bodhika. And third is called lalshamai. Okay, lalsa means advanced devotee cry for a specific eternal service. Lalsa means doing the eagerness to do some service. That is called lalsa. So the third one is called lalsamai. Okay, so three some types of submissions are there. So just a very small part is written here. So I want you to read this submission part from the chapter itself. So what I'll do is just open the Veda base and read that part from there. Okay. How we should be submissive. Okay. So that is very nicely described there. So our submissive nature, how we should be submissive, that is being described. So I want you to read from there. So let's come to that part. So any volunteers are there? So screen is visible, I think.
Prabhu, not yet.
No, Prabhuji, the PPT is visible, which
Okay.
you were presenting earlier.
Is it now?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So volunteers can read. Dicha Jain Mataji. Yes,
Hare,
Mataji, you can unmute and
yes. Submission. In the Skand Puran, there is a statement about submission unto the lotus feet of the Lord. It is said that it is said there that those who are sober devotees can offer their submission to Krishna in the following three ways. Some prarthanitmika, very feelingly offering prayers. Danya bodhika, humbly submitting oneself. Lalsamai, desiring some perfectional stage. This desiring some perfectional stage in spiritual life is not sense gratification. When one realizes something of his constitutional relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he understands his original position and wants to be reinstated in this position, either as a friend, servant, parent, or conjugal lover of Krishna. That is called lalsamai, or very eagerly desiring to go to one's natural position. This lalsamai stage of submission comes in the stage of perfect liberation, which is technically called Swarupa Siddhi, when the living entity understands by perfect spiritual advancement and revelation his original relationship with the Lord. In the
okay.
Padma Puran, okay.
Okay, Mataji, you can stop here. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
So you
Prabhuji.
see here 3 types of submission is being described, and is also being described that this lalsamai is the most perfect one. Okay. So the thing is, we should be very submissive to the Lord. Okay. And what are the ways we should be submissive? How we can be very submissive to the Lord? That is being described in this paragraph. And the perfect stage or the ultimate stage is lalsamai, when we desire to serve Lord. Okay. When we desire to serve Lord, when Krishna is there, we want to serve Him. When Krishna is there, we want to make Him happy. When Krishna is there, we want to take care of Him. Krishna, I want to do this for you. I want to do this for you. Krishna, how you can be happy? I will do that thing. Okay. So I want to, like, if there is very hot condition is there, Krishna, I want to fan you. Okay. If if there is very dry condition is there, very hot is there, Krishna, you must be very thirsty. Let me offer water for you. So caring for Krishna. Okay. So that is called Lal Samay. Caring for or thinking about some service that I can do for you. Okay. So that is the thing. So thinking about Krishna and trying to offer service to him. That is called Lal Samay. So how we can submit to Krishna? One stage or the perfect stage is Lal Samay, when we desire to do some service for Krishna, personal service for Krishna, personal activities for Krishna. That is called Lal Samay. Okay. Next paragraph.
Yes, Prabhuji, may I?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Mataji.
In the Padma Purana, there is a statement of submission and feeling by devotees praying to Lord. My Lord, I know that young girls have natural affection for young boys, and that young boys have natural affection for young girls. I am praying at your lotus feet that my mind may become attracted unto you in the same spontaneous way. The example is very appropriate. When a young boy or a girl sees a member of the opposite sex, there is a natural attraction without the need for any introduction. Without any training, there is a natural attraction due to the sex impulse. This is a material example, but the devotee is praying that he may develop a similar spontaneous attachment to the Supreme Lord, free from any desire for profit and without any other cause. This natural attraction for the Lord is the perfectional stage of the self realization.
Okay. So you see how the submission is there. This is called the prarthana. The full name is the samprarthanatmika. Okay. Or doing some prarthana that Lord, I may become like that, I may become like this. So the here the devotee is praying without any training. There is natural attraction due to sex impulse. This is the material example, but devotee is praying that he may develop a similar spontaneous attachment for the Supreme Lord, free from any desire for profit and without any other cause. So this is what we should be praying with Krishna every day, every time when we chant in front of Krishna, when we go in front of Krishna, when we see Krishna. Okay, we should be praying that where is that spontaneous love? Where is that love which when a boy see a girl, he has a spontaneous attraction for that girl. Where is that? My attraction has gone. When that attraction will come, when my life will have some meaning, that when I see you I have some attraction, when I see you I can think about you. Okay, I can think about you. Where is that natural attraction? I am not having that natural attraction. I am bereft of those natural attraction. Okay, so when I will develop that natural attraction, we should be praying in that mood. We should have that when we'll develop that natural attraction. Okay, so that is the submission we should have. This is the natural example when a devotee is praying that, but the devotee is praying that he may develop the similar spontaneous attraction, the Raganuga Bhakti. When I will develop that Raganuga Bhakti, attachment to the Supreme Lord, free from any desire for profit and without any other cause, without any profit, when that love will develop. Okay. So that is the Prarthanatmika stage, some Prarthanatmika stage. Okay. This paragraph who is going to read?
Can I read, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. In the same Padma Purana, there is a statement about submission in humbleness. It is stated there, "My dear Lord, there is no sinful living entity who is more of a sinner than myself, nor is there a greater offender than myself. I am so greatly sinful and offensive that when I come to confess my sinful activities before you, I am ashamed." This is a natural position for a devotee. As far as the conditioned soul is concerned, there is no wonder that he has some sinful activities in his past life, and this should be admitted and confessed before the Lord. As soon as this is done, the Lord excuses the sincere devotee. But that does not mean that one should take advantage of the Lord's causeless mercy and expect to be excused over and over again while he commits the same sinful activities. Such a mentality is only for shameless persons. Here it is clearly said, "When I come to confess my sinful activities, I become ashamed." So if a person is not ashamed of his sinful activities and continues to commit the same sinful activities with the knowledge that the Lord will excuse him, that is a most nonsensical proposition. Such an idea is not accepted in any part of the Vedic literature. It is a fact that by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one becomes washed clean of all sinful activities from his past life. But that does not mean that after being washed off, one should again begin sinful activities and expect to be washed again. These are nonsensical propositions and are not admitted in devotional service. Someone may think, for a whole week I may commit sinful activities, and for one day I will go to the temple or church and admit my sinful activities so that I can become washed off and again begin my sinning. This is the most nonsensical and offensive and is not acceptable to the author of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So I am the biggest sinner. Okay, I am the biggest or the wretched person. I am the lowest of all the living entity. Most sinful act. So most sinful person. That is also a way of submission. Okay. That um that that Chaitanya, if you have heard about the Narottam Das Thakur, okay, Narottam Das Thakur was born in at the time of when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there at that time in the Bangladesh, and he was born in a family of like a king. Okay, there was nothing uh, uh, that he doesn't have. Okay, and he was born in a family of king, like a king. It was like a king for them. Okay, but Narottam Das Thakur says in his prayers like Haha Prabhu Nityananda Premananda Sukhi. Okay, that Haha Prabhu Nityananda, he is praying to Nityananda Prabhu that you are the Nityananda Sukhi. Okay, Haha Prabhu Nityananda Premananda Sukhi. You are the Prem and Ananda, the most Sukhi person. Okay, and who am I? Ami Bada Dukhi. Okay, he is the most he is born in a kingly person. He has everything, and what he is saying, Ami Bada Dukhi. I am a very wretched person. I am very lowest person. I am very dukhi person, and you are a sagar of prem. Like that, he is saying. He is saying to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that you have taken this avatar to deliver the impious. Okay, you have taken this avatar to deliver the impious. Like the words are like um what was the Daya Karo. I'm Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda. Now I'm not remembering the word. If anyone is
Sri
remembering,
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gata.
Sri Chaitanya, Daya Karo Mo,
One.
Hima Bina Kriya Dayalu, Jagat Sansara. That was the Sri
Okay, then another one.
Chaitanya Prabhu. Daya Karo More, Tuma Bina Ke Dayalu, Jagat Sansara. Like that. Okay. So he's saying that
Avatar.
uh,
Masama Patita Prabhu
na paibara.
na Paibeara.
Okay. So he have taken this avatar to deliver the patita. Patit means lowest of all the mankind. Okay. Lowest of the mankind. You have taken birth or you have taken this avatar to deliver the patita. And Narottam Das Thakur is king. He is born in a family of king. He has everything materially. Whatever things you can imagine, material person is having, he has everything. And he is saying, I'm the lowest of all. Okay. And you have taken the birth to deliver the patit, and I am the patit of all the patit. I am the lowest of all the patit. Like that. Okay. Narottam Das Thakur says like that. Okay. So that should be the mood. It is said here that, my dear Lord, there is no sinful living entity who is more of a sinner than myself. So I am the lowest. Okay. So that is the part, that is the second type of um, submission, that I am the lowest, please deliver me. Okay. So that is the lowest position is being spoken of. That is called Dainiya Bodhika. Okay. The last is Lalsa. Lalsa Mai, which is the best one. Okay. So here it is written. So yes, anyone?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can I read?
Yes, Mataji.
In the Narada Panchatatra, there is a statement of submission accompanied by the desire for perfection. The devotee says, my dear Lord, when shall that day come when you will ask me to fan your body? And according to your pleasure, you will say, you just fan me in this way. The idea in this verse is that the devotee is desiring to personally fan the body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That means that he is desiring to become the personal associate of the Supreme Lord. Of course, any devotee in any capacity, either as servant, friend, or conjugal lover, always has a direct association with the Lord. But according to his different individual taste, a person desires for just one of these relationships. Here, the devotee is desiring to become a servant of the Lord and desires to fan the Lord, as does his eternal energy, Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune. He also wishes that the personality of Godhead will be pleased to give him directions as to how to fan. This submission with transcendental desires or lalsamai vijanapati is the highest perfection stage of spiritual realization. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Please go ahead, Mataji. These two paragraph also you read.
In the same Narada Pancharatna, Ratra, there is another expression of submission, wherein the devotee says, my dear Lord, O lotus-eyed one, when will that the day come when on the bank of the Jamuna, I shall become just like a madman and continue to chant your holy name, while incense tears flow from my eyes. This is another perfection stage. Lord Chaitanya also desired that a moment will appear unto me as 12 years of time, and the whole world will appear to me as vacant on account of not seeing you. My dear Lord, one should feelingly pray and become eager to render his particular type of service to the Lord. This is the teaching of all great devotees, especially Lord Chaitanya. In other words, one should learn how to cry for the Lord. One should learn these small techniques, and he should be very eager and actually cry to become engaged in the some particular type of service. This is called lowlium, and such tears are the price of for the highest perfection. If one develops the lowlium or excessive eagerness for meeting the serving the Lord in a particular way, that is the price to enter into the kingdom of God. Otherwise, there is no material calculation for the value of the ticket by which one can enter the kingdom of God. The only price for such entrance is the laluyam lalashamai, or desire the great eagerness. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
That desire should be there to serve the Supreme Lord. Personal service, personal association. That strong desire should be there, and with that we should serve. So these are the three ways by which the submission is being described. Okay. So let's read the submission has been done. The next part is reciting notable prayers. Spiritual prayers. Like if you see Srimad Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, okay, anywhere there is conversation between about Krishna, what will happen? So first there will be the situation where devotees situation will be shown. Second thing will be like suddenly their life will change. Okay. Suddenly their life will change. And third thing will be like how they devote themselves to Krishna and how Krishna responds to them. So this will be common in all Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Earlier, if you see the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was very happy. He's prepared to fight. Okay. Prepared to fight. His situation is being shown. And then he tells Krishna, please take my Ratha in between the two armies. I want to see the army. And suddenly in one moment, everything changed. Okay. From this side to that side. Okay. You see the life of Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj, the king, the greatest king at that time on the whole earthly planet, all the kingdom. Okay. Suddenly in one day, he got cursed by Rishi that in 7 days you are going to die. So very happy situation is there. Suddenly life changes. Okay. Suddenly, if you see the life of Bharat Maharaj, okay, he left everything. He has having kingdom, everything. He left the kingdom, he went to the jungle, and suddenly one day the deer came and his life changed. Okay. So you see the Bhagavatam is full of those things. And then after you will see the prayers, okay, how after that, how Krishna responds to them and how they are responding in the form of prayer, reciting notable prayers. Okay. So Bhagavatam is full of prayer, like Kunti Maharani's prayer is there. If you see the Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is praying. Okay. So Srimad Bhagavatam select hundreds of the prayer for recitation. And so many prayers are there. Okay. So you can select and recite those prayers, how in the mood they are praying. Okay. So it is like that. Okay. So one thing we should learn that our life is also like that only. Okay. We may be very happy in this moment. Next moment, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything. We are not safe. Like even the greatest of the greatest devotee, they're having this type of things. Okay. Arjuna is having this type of thing. Arjuna was from the birth only, he was the greatest devotee of the Lord. He was the great devotee of the Lord from the birth. Okay. So he was great devotee, and he can become perplexed suddenly and everything is changed. Okay, like that. Of course, he has association of Krishna always, and he never left Krishna's lotus feet. Okay. But the point I'm making is anytime anything can happen. We may think that we are very nice devotee, this, that, we may think, but actually we are not. And suddenly one moment will come and we'll realize that actually we are not the devotee, we are not the very great devotee. We are having doubts. We'll start having doubts. Okay. And suddenly anything can happen. Anything can happen any moment. So what we should do is we should be always in association of devotee, and we should be always taking shelter of Krishna. Okay. Shelter of Krishna. Always cry for that. Always cry for that. So that is the thing. So reciting notable prayers, scripture is full of those prayers from the Bhagavatam. You take out those prayers, you can read, you can recite those prayers. Srimad Bhagavatam, so many prayers are there. The prayers by this, prayers by that, prayers by Gajendra Maharaj, prayers by Dhruva Maharaj, prayers by Prahlad Maharaj. So many are there. So every time there will be some situation. Prahlad Maharaj, you see the Prahlad Maharaj, you see the Dhruva Maharaj situation. Everything was happy. Suddenly one moment came and he was so rebellious. I want a greater kingdom than my father. Anything can happen anytime. Okay. This is the material world's nature. The next one, 37th is partaking prasadam. Okay, we should be honoring the prasadam which is offered to Krishna. Drinking and charnamrit, both things are like one way another. Drinking charnamrit, we go to the temple, morning they will have the cleaning the deity, and with that water they will have charnamrita, okay, which will be kept in the temple. We should accept that charnamrita. It is said, no pious act still eligible if simply drinks charnamrit. Okay, charnamrit. When we go to temple, we should accept the charnamrit. Ingredients are flavored and also of spiritual value. Kept in big pot, drink submissively and feel the bliss. Okay, when you go to the temple, drink the charnamrita. The next part is smelling incense and the flower offered to the deity. Whatever flowers are offered, you go to temple, they will give you the flowers to smell. Okay, so what benefit is there? Snake bite is cured by smelling medicinal herb. Like snake bite is cured by smelling medicinal herb. Our material condition is also like the snake bite only. And when we smell the medicinal herb of the flower or the medicinal flower which is offered to the deities, that is being cured of. If even Mayavadi smells a garland, they will become the devotee. Okay, purifies the impurity of the nostrils. Touching the deity. Who can touch the deity? When a person is initiated, they should touch the deity. Okay. No one is bad, but should be clean. Like lowest of the caste, it is said that the many lowest of the caste or low caste, the people, they are not allowed to go inside the temple. Even anyone can clean, but they should be like eligible person. They should be of they should be clean. They should have some Brahmana culture should be there. Okay, so touching of the deity, no one is bad, but they should be clean. Okay, like Gandhi versus temple owner is written that Gandhi told that lowest caste also they should enter the temple. Okay, like that. So some war was there at the time of Gandhiji. So touching the deity, no one is bad, but they should be eligible. They should be eligible. Anyone can become initiated. Anyone can elevate themselves to the Brahmana level. Anyone who is clean, they should touch the deities. Okay. Seeing the deity. Okay. What benefit is there when we go and see the deity in the temple? Doesn't have to see Yamraj. When we see the deity, we don't have to see Yamraj. At least heaven is guaranteed. Okay. Observing Aarti and celebration of the Lord. Like festival, Rath Yatra celebration festival is there. We should observe the Aarti and celebration Rath Yatra festival of the Lord. What benefit is there? Excused from killing of Brahmana in the past. Even if you, so it is a very big sin if you kill a Brahmana in the past. Okay. And you will be excused of those also if you have observed the Aarti and celebration of the Lord. Okay. Examples are like birthday of Krishna, Ram, Vaishnava, Jhulan Yatra, Dhola Yatra. So many festivals are there. So if you go to Mayapur, people will be busy with some festival. Or you go to any ISKCON temple, people will be busy. So many festivals are there. And in festive mood, they will be celebrating. And that celebration only they are doing the bhakti. Because they are engaged in the service of Lord. Okay. Even if Chandala is counted as associate of Vishnu, even if Chandala see the of Aarti and observe the celebration of Lord, okay, they are counted as associate of the Vishnu. Even mystic yogi will be elevated to devotional service if they see the Aarti and celebration of the Lord. Mystic yogi. So that means that mystic yogis are the lower. Okay, even they need perfection, and that perfection will come when they see Aarti and celebration of the Lord. Okay. So that concludes the chapter number 9. So many things we have discussed. Okay. So we'll have now the question answer part. So if you have any questions, you can ask.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Praveen Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
I just have a question. I was reading Bhagavatam. Offense and sin, they are two things. Which of the two is serious?
Which of the two is
Serious.
offense and
Sin.
so I already we have already talked, Prabhu, that offenses are more serious than the sins.
But right now, like the example which you gave, it was in reference to that example.
Which example,
That,
Prabhu?
that killing of a Brahmana is a very big sin. So isn't that more serious? If you don't pay obeisance to a Brahmana, that is an offense.
Okay.
But if you kill a Brahmana, that is a very big sin. It is a Brahman dosh. So isn't that a bigger sin?
So doing the offenses is the bigger sin, Prabhu, because it will hinder your spiritual life also. Well, if you have killed a Brahmana, you can be relieved of that if you see the Aarti and observe the celebration of the Rath Yatra. Okay. But offenses, if you do, your spiritual life will be hindered. What you will do? So that is the problem with the offenses. Yes, Prabhu?
Right, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I have a question. I mean, you told that we should always, be ready to take the flower garlands and smell it after the use of Lord Krishna. Then after that, what should we do of that garland?
You can flow it on the some river like that, Mataji. You can flow it in some river. You can dig some hole in the earth and you can keep that flower there. You can do like that. The best is you flow in the some river. You throw it on some river like that.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Prabhuji, if
Prabhuji,
river is not available,
Yes, Mataji. What is not available?
if river or pond is not there, can we
can
put
keep-
it in the flower pots?
You can dig.
Flower pot mud can we put?
You can dig some hole in the ground and you can put that and cover that with the flower.
But we cannot put it in the flower, the plants which we have at home, no? The flower plants, we cannot put it in that tub.
I have not read that, but I have seen that devotees they are doing these two things. So we can also do it. So I cannot comment on that whether we can do that or not. But I have seen doing the devotees doing these two things. That's why I am advising like this, Mataji.
Because I have a doubt because we are putting it in the flower pot, so that pot is becoming prasadi. And if we get flower from that plant, can we offer it to the Lord again? That is what is my doubt.
Okay. I think we need to ask this to some senior devotee because these two things I have seen doing, but keeping in flower pot, I have not. I don't know whether we should do it or not. But these two things are like you can think as standard. Okay, you can do these two things.
Okay.
Prabhuji, one question. What about this Kantimala? When Kantimala becomes too much dirty, though, I would like to replace it with new one, newer one. So older one, should I keep it preserved at home or should I dispose it off
You can you can in the river only probably. So that
river only in the.
Yeah.
Can we not put it on the tulsi plant pot?
Again, I don't know whether we should do it or not, but throwing in the river is most like.
Even more.
Yeah.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Sweta Mata is asking, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, as we apply tilak sometimes is goes of heat. So how many times we should apply tilak Prabhuji? Once in the morning you can apply, and afternoon or evening you're taking bath, then also you can apply. So twice you can apply. If this goes away, what you can do? Okay. So thing is twice you can apply daily. or anytime. It is not a like a restriction that only 2 times you should apply. I'm saying that morning you're taking bath, you can apply. Afternoon you're taking, or evening you're taking bath, you can apply. Or anytime you want, you can apply. There's no restriction in that. Okay. Any other question?
Prabhuji, I've joined the very first class today. I mean, so can I get the videos or the link of the previous videos of this class?
All the videos are available, Mataji, on YouTube. So today you will get, Mataji can post the playlist link so that whatever
Yes.
videos, so many videos has happened, so many classes happened.
Prabhu,
So
the playlist is in the group description also. Hare Krishna.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji.
yeah. So now don't worry that later also classes will happen. So all the Isopanishad classes, all the nectar of instruction classes, again the nectar of devotion classes will happen. So this will continue like that.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Okay, so if we don't have any question, we'll end the session then.
Unless you want to quickly tell us about the Jagannath Rath Yatra, Prabhu. You said something in the beginning that you will tell us.
I told you about Jagannath Rath Yatra, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu. Did you attend it?
Okay, so have you attended it, Rath Yatra or not? So every time today is like Hira Panchami is there. 5th day, Hira Panchami, after Jagannath leaves the house and went to Gundicha. Okay. So Lakshmi Devi is there in the Jagannath temple only now. Because she has not come. Only 3 people has come. Jagannath has come, Subhadra has come, and Balram has come, Baldev has come. And Jagannath has told that I will stay for 2 days and I will come back. Okay. So Lakshmi Devi is very angry mood. Okay. And today 5 days happened and my Jagannath has not come. Okay. So Lakshmi Devi is serving. She will be making food and she will be serving. Okay. So today is 5th day and till today Jagannath has not come. Okay. Like that. So so what happens that Lakshmi Devi goes to Gundicha. Okay. And today is the day, the 5th day, because Lakshmi Devi is thinking that 2 days already went and 2 days already passed and Jagannath has not come. 3 days already passed, Jagannath has not come. 4th day has passed. 5th day, today is 5th day. So I'll go and I will scold Jagannath and I'll bring him back like that. Okay. So she goes to the Gundicha with her associates. Okay. And but Jagannath, he saw that Lakshmi Devi is coming in angry mood. Okay. So what he does, he become very fearful. Okay. So Jagannath is becoming very fearful. And what he does, he closed the door of Gundicha. Okay. So Jagannath has closed the door of Gundicha and now Lakshmi Devi is very angry. Okay. Lakshmi Devi is very angry. That is called, today is called Hira Panchami. Today is the day when Lakshmi Devi goes to Gundicha to see Jagannath, but Jagannath closed the door. Okay. So he closed the door and Lakshmi Devi is very angry that after 5 days I am coming to meet him and bring him back to the Dwarika. So the Nilachal is the Dwarika and Gundicha is the uh, Vrindavan. So Lakshmi Devi is trying to bring Krishna from Vrindavan to Dwarika again. Okay, but Jagannath is in very fearful mood that Lakshmi Devi is coming. She is very angry. He closed the door, and Lakshmi Devi is very angry. But what she can do? The door is closed now, so he break the the uh, the wheels of the Ratha of Jagannath and comes back. Okay, so today is that day, Hira Panchami. Okay. So everyone must like the pastimes of Jagannath are like very nice, very soothing. Okay, like how Jagannath uh, Leelas are there, how Jagannath plays with the deity, the only God who becomes like sick after taking a snan from so many devotees. Okay, so many devotees. If you see any other person, they cannot do the abhishek of the Lord. Okay, so if you are initiated, then only some, or if you are Brahman initiated, then only you can do abhishek of the Lord. But Jagannath, anyone can do abhishek. Okay, Jagannath accept uh, the abhishek from any person. Okay, so in the Jagannath abhishekam, everyone or anyone can come and do abhishek of the Lord. It's like that. So Jagannath pastimes are very different, very unique, very much soothing, very much like you can appreciate that pastimes and you can accept that, okay, this is for me. Okay, like that. So you will feel so much attached to Jagannath after hearing so many stories are there about Jagannath. So many pastimes of Jagannath are there. Um, so books are there. Okay, so the devotees who has written the books. Okay, like Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj has written the book on Jagannath. Okay, and pastimes of Rajapur Jagannath, I think Pankaj Angadi Prabhu has written, or Jannivas Prabhu has written about the pastimes of uh, Jagannath pastimes in Rajapur. So those pastimes you can read, you can relish. Or when you come to Mayapur, any Mayapur Yatra is there, you come to Mayapur, Rajapur Jagannath is there. You visit, devotees will tell the pastimes associated with that. Or you go to the Puri Yatra with devotees, they will tell you the pastimes of Jagannath. So many pastimes, so many things. Okay. So that thing is there. So
Prabhuji, in that pastime, after Lakshmi Devi is very upset, does he give her sweets to make
yeah,
her feel
when
okay or
Jagannath goes
something?
back, when Jagannath goes back, he has to please Lakshmi ji. So he will bring sweets, he will bring many things so that he can please Lakshmi ji. Otherwise, Lakshmi ji is very upset. She is very angry.
Yes, Prabhu. It's such a beautiful pastime. Thank you for telling us about it, Prabhu. Really beautiful pastime. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. So Jagannath, when he will go back, then devotees, they will take some like some sweets. Okay, so on the behalf of Jagannath, they will bring the sweets. They will offer it to Lakshmi ji. Okay, like that. Okay, so with that, we'll end our chapter. Some questions are there posted in group and pinned to for easy reference. Hare Krishna, Geeta Mataji. How many chapters in Anodi Prabhu? So we'll take up the first part only. The 19th chapter is there. 19 chapters are there. So we'll take those chapters only. Okay. So we'll end this session today.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Okay. Vanchakalpatarivasya kripasindhubhavacha paritanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Pranams.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Prabhuji. Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.